didn't see you coming in, guys. Just doing a bit of work here in the shed at the moment, getting ready for winter. It's quiet, so I have to set one of these up. So I'm a bit like Ian Matthews now. I'm here in the shed. Speaking of Ian Matthews, I just want to say thank you to Ian for coming to meet me when I was in the UK. It was great to see a fellow YouTuber and get some advice off him and stuff like that. So that's first off. But I'm sure you're here to see a new video. That's the reason you're here, usually. Every time someone checks in to see a new video. So if you're new to the channel, thanks for coming in. I hope you subscribe if you like what you see. If you don't like what you see, leave a comment. Hopefully I can improve the channel maybe or do something like that for you. That's about it really. It's really, we want to get onto the video, won't we? Everyone wants to get onto the video. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done it, guys. Check out the video and come back and see if I finish what I'm doing here at the end for my cans, to crush the cans. That's what I'm putting up, one of these little holders. So make it easier for crushing cans. I suppose you can just stand on them, whatever you want, the aluminium cans, and do it that way. So check out the video, guys. Make sure you check in at the end, a little bit of news about my channel that I want to share with everyone. And we'll see you at the end, guys. Okay, so here's the video everyone is here to see for this week. First off, what is it? Well, it's from Surround Sound System. So it's a head unit of a surround sound system. So we're going to see what's in here that I can use for gold recovery. It's made by Sony S-Master surround sound system. So the first thing that I'll do is cut the cord off. So we'll just remove the cord, put that in with my insulated copper wire, cut it from here again. Inside of here is the brass, so we can get some brass out of there. There'll be a little bit of brass under there, so again put that with your brass. So like I always do with every video anymore, is everyone knows how to take out screws. So I'm going to pause it and take out the screws. Okay, so all the screws are removed. So we'll go first. Let's see what's under here. So it slides back by the looks of it. So we'll have to do a bit of fiddling, try and release it from the front. I'll have to try and get something in here. There must be clips that's holding it somewhere, because there's no screws. I'm almost sure there's no screws. You always miss one. No, there we go. So first off, just a piece of steel. Nothing major there. We'll have a quick look and see, can I see anything that might... got an IC chip here that I can see straight off. Another IC chip here, another little IC chip, another little IC chip. That seems to be all that's on that board. We'll just have a look at the ribbons and see in case they're gold or anything in them, but it doesn't look to be. No, not gold, so we'll remove them and just have a look at a few more just in case. No, again, not gold. Again, not gold. And disconnect a few of the wires. So there's a lot of wire to this, so what I might do off camera, just to connect all these wires. Remove the screws again, because as you can see, again we have a lot of screws all over it. So that'll let me get to the next layer and get some of the boards removed. And you don't want to sit through the boring bit of looking at all these screws being removed. There's a lot of boards in it. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 or 7 boards in it. So that's just your connection for your aerial that went into it from your TV, I presume, and some speaker connectors on it. There's a lot of cabling. So we'll have a nice bit of wire out of it. If nothing else, we'll get a nice little bit of wire. So again, a lot of the wires like this, very thin, so that'll just go into your insulated copper wire. So we'll pause it there, we'll come back once I've removed all these screws. So as you can see, I've removed all the screws and the boards are all now free to have a look at. So we'll start off with this board straight away. When I see brown, I know it's going to be very low grade stuff that's going to be on it. So we've got a little crystal oscillator. Again, these little cables, nothing on them, these little ribbon connectors, they're all no gold on them. Sometimes you might be lucky and you might get something that'll have gold on them, but these ones are all worthless to me anyhow. So I don't know, maybe you can put them in with your wire, your low grade wire. So just the 3 IC chips and the crystal oscillator on the other side that I'll be taking off this board. There doesn't seem to be any gold connectors inside of here either. It's nothing showing up any gold. So and nothing in here in gold connectors. So very low grade board. A few small bits off it, that's about it. We'll go to this board next. So again, what I'll be taking off here, I'll be cutting off the wire, and we'll have our IC chip. Again, which should contain gold. That's a little battery of sorts in there, I think, by the looks of it. If anyone thinks it's anything different, or if it is anything different, let me know. But I'm going that it's a battery. That's it on that side. On this side, a few MOSFETs, by the looks of it. They seem to be some sort of MOSFET, are they? No, they're not actually. They're some sort of, I don't know what they are, to be honest. Someone might be able to help me out with that one. So again, very low stuff on that. Bit of copper. IC chip is the only thing worth taking off there. Okay, so on this board, straight off, not a clue what's inside of here. So if anyone is watching knows what they are, please put it in the comments so that people who are watching the video will know what they are, if there's anything worthwhile in them. They seem to be a little blue. I'll break some open eventually and see what's inside it anyhow. Big chunk of aluminium here, so just pull off the aluminium. So a few old little heat dispersers or whatever, they're like a pad that went on. You find them on a lot of the chips in the computers, so they usually go over your IC RAM chips or stuff like that. So it helps with the heat, to control the heat. So again, a lot of IC chips here, and MLCCs, so you can see them here, the MLCCs along here. So I'll be removing them MLCCs and the what you call there, the little IC chips that I'll have on that. And then on the other side, again, not sure what they are, so if anyone knows what they are, let me know. They look like MLCCs, but I don't, possibly are MLCCs, but they seem to be slightly different colour to be MLCCs, but I'll look into that a bit further. So again, nothing much really. I don't know what these are. If anyone knows what they are, again, they're soldered to the board. There seem to be an epoxy plastic over it, so maybe there's a bit of copper or something inside of them, but if anyone knows what's in them, let me know in the comments. So that's the aluminium on that board. So again, another power board here. So the main find here again will be aluminium, which will have MOSFETs on them. So you can see the MOSFETs are here attached to them. So they have to be screwed off to release it from the board, the aluminium from the board. So once I screw them off, I can get the aluminium off. A nice little transformer in here, which will have copper hopefully. Again, copper, some copper, some copper. Another couple of spools of copper here, which is nice. So we got a nice little bit of copper on there, and the aluminium. So mainly copper and aluminium on that one. We have a little connector board. So I look at that already. There's no gold inside of there whatsoever. So worthless to me. Not a thing out of that board. This board here has a nice bit of aluminium over it. So hopefully this will be some nice chips under it, so we'll discover this together. If I can remove it, if there's not a screw holding it somewhere, or it could be soldered to the board. No, she's not. Okay, so some nice big IC chips under here. So we've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 IC chips. Looks like a MOSFET, crystal oscillator. Don't see any. Oh yeah, there's a few MLCCs here. So you can just see the MLCCs here and here and here. So there's a few MLCCs on it. On the other side of the board again we have some more IC chips, which is nice, and MLCCs. Okay, so that's what's on that board. Next we have a CD player. So I'm not going to bother taking this any further apart because you've seen that before in a previous video. I think I've done. I presume I've done the video for it. Maybe I haven't, but if I haven't, I'll do a video at some stage. If I have, I'll put a link to it here somewhere now, where I've taken apart CD-ROMs in computers and stuff like that for any gold bearing material. As you can see, there's an IC chip there straight away. So check out that video, guys, if I've done it. If I haven't done it, then keep your eye out for it coming soon. And last we have one more board to be taken off, which looks like it just contains copper. So a lot of steel, a lot of copper, a lot of aluminium, a few nice IC chips, but is it anything wonderful inside? No, definitely not. Nothing wonderful inside of these, but if you come across them, you'll get a bit of copper out of them, if nothing else. Just remove that plug, and we'll just take off this last screw. So I hope everyone is keeping well, and I hope you enjoyed the videos. So you can see there, just copper spools on it. So I'll break that apart and take the copper out of that and put in with my copper. And future videos I'll melt that down and make ignits out of it, or cast something out of it out of copper. So we'll do something in that. So this ribbon is obviously going somewhere. So there's obviously another board. So we're going to have to try and see what's in under it. So just when you think you have all the screws out, you'll find two more that aren't out. So hopefully that will release this, which it isn't doing at the moment. We'll have to get something like a scissors maybe, just to pry this open and try not to chop my fingers off in the process. There's definitely something else holding it somewhere. Maybe under these pads there could possibly be a screw, but there isn't. Yes, there is. So that's it. Hidden screws. Again, there's always something hidden somewhere. So we'll just remove him. And another one over here. So even though you didn't want to see any screws being taken off, I'm sorry you had to see that. So, big chunk of steel, and again we have a board here, and we'll just have to remove these screws. So I'm going to pause it and just remove them because that'll take too long. There's a lot of screws on it, so I'll pause it and remove the screws. Okay, so remove that board. And what do we have on it? Not a lot. I don't see anything really on this side that I'll be taking off. And on the other side, a few switches which may have some silver inside them. So again, I'll remove them switches. I'll keep them, and we might get some silver in them. That's about it. Bit of wire. Then on this part here again, that's your infrared, I think, for the remote control. Again, a little switch and a bit of wire. That's it. On the other side, nothing. And there's two more bits of board. So what has he got? Again, nothing, nada. And one more board with an IC chip on it. And that's it. So that's everything from that surround sound system that we'd take apart. So that's this video finished. Or is it? Did I tell you come back and check something at the end? So if I did, which I should have, let's go check it out. So guys, we're back in the shed after you've watched the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you subscribed after watching it, and to all my new subscribers, who I have to thank Ian Matthews for, because I seem to, after we done that video together where he came to meet me, I seem to get a lot of new subscribers, so thanks Ian for that, really appreciate it. And if you haven't already checked out Ian's video, I'll leave a link to it either at the end of this video or in the description, so you can go and check that video. Quite funny video. He's quite a good character, and we had a few beers, and I hope you enjoyed the whiskey. So as you can see, I fitted it, so let's give it a maiden test and see what she's like. Well, there we go. That's the box. So she squishes down the cans, so make it easier for, hopefully, when I'm going to be doing my aluminium. So you didn't really come out to see me squash down cans if you haven't watched that video, but we'll just do it. So might get fed up of it after a while, but for the moment it's a novelty to do. So again, I might move it to another spot, I might move it down here eventually, but for the moment it's left there. Well, if you want to follow me just for a second, I'll just show you what I'm working on at the moment. So if you come over here, if my camera will follow me, which it is doing, and we'll go down a bit and see will it come down a bit. Yes, see, great camera, follows me. So as you can see at the moment, I have a lot of RAM and stuff like that I need to take apart. That's what I'm working on at the moment. I have a lot of hard drives that need to be taken apart, so they'll keep me apart. I've got my little woolly hat to keep myself warm, my little scrapping Irish cap to keep myself warm. So anyhow, that's not what you came out to check. You came out to see what the news was about my channel. So in the new year, as well as doing scrapping videos, I'll be doing, as well as doing my gold recovery and regular scrapping videos, I'll also be doing a bit of travelling. So I'll be bringing you on it. A lot of people have asked me where I live, what's it like in Ireland, who aren't from Ireland, who'd love to come to Ireland but just can't afford to come to Ireland, or for other reasons, medical reasons, can't fly, stuff like that. So we have a lot of people from the States who watch my channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you along on any of the little trips I do. So in the new year, starting in 2020, I'll be doing a few videos, hopefully one a month, of different parts of Ireland. So we'll say Crowpatrick, Giants Causeway, Cagey Fields, stuff like that. So if that's something that interests you, keep an eye out for them videos. Let me know in the comments if it's something you'd watch, and what parts of Ireland would you like me to go visit for you. Show you around some of the castles, maybe, some of the old castles, some of the nice scenery. We out by the Cliffs of Moher, stuff like that. Down to Achill, areas like that, or Salt Hill, up around Dublin City, if you want to see a bit of Dublin, stuff like that. So leave a little like in the comments, or leave a comment after the video, and we'll see what I can do on them videos for you. So that's it, that's all I had for this. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until the next time, keep on looking for that gold, guys.